Hello again. I'm going to draw one of those tax graphs where you get hits that start off and go up and up and up in straight line segments. This one I've got here is sales per monthly commission, but it's the same as that tax graph in its shape and stuff. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we have to do with it. Usually you will get given a grid of some sort, or a graph, square paper or something like that, but it won't have any values put on it, and you're in charge when you're going to draw the graph of putting those on. This one here, the question told me that I have to do it up to $5,000 worth of sales. So I get given my grid here, and I have to work out, first of all, how to put my sales along the bottom. This that's on the left-hand side always is the bottom axis in this group. That goes up there. And I have to go along to 5,000. So I count how many squares I've got. You will count them on your grid paper, how many you've got, and you've got to work out how to evenly get 5,000. I got 10, so mine's going to be an easy one, because mine go in 500 lots. So if I start off at 0, and I go up to 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. Let's label it. Label every graph you draw. So this up here, this is my sales per month. And I'm doing it in dollars. Up the side here, I'm doing commission. And that's also measured in dollars. That bit's okay. They told me to go to 5,000 in the question, so I knew to go far to go along that axis. This one up here, the commission, I can't do that yet. And I can't do that yet because I don't know if I have $5,000 worth of sales. I don't know what commission I'm going to get, so I don't know how far up to make this go, what value to get up to. So before I do this, and this is always the way with these types of graphs, you have to do a calculation. And the calculation I'm going to do is in this last section here, where if your sales are 3,000 and over, so I'll be following those instructions. And similarly, you will always have to do this calculation before you can fill in this left hand, this axis here. So let's do that calculation. So I've got sales of 5,000. And then my commission is going to be, well, you just follow these instructions here exactly. So it's 325 plus 30% of sales. Well, that's 30% of times, and sales over 3,000. Well, at 5,000, so that's 2,000 over 3,000. That's 2,000 here. And just working out what that is, that's 325 times 0.3 times 2,000, which is 325 plus 600. 925. Whoops, that should be a plus. Okay, if I have 5,000 sales, I get commission of 925. And when I know that, I know that my commission has to go up to 925. So I'll make it go up to 1,000, because 1,000 is an nice round number, just a little bit bigger than that. And since I've got 5 things, I can go up 200 at a time. And now all should be good. So you have to do that before you can do that. Then, to get the actual points that I come on my graph, I just have to refer to my table for all of them, except the last one, which will come from that calculation I just done there. So let's start putting them in. I've got a different colour here somewhere. Right, 0. If I have 0 sales, I get 5% of 0. So I start off at 0. The next points come from this table here, but they're not just in straight across. The next point is at 1250. If I have 1250 of sales, I get 62.50 in commission. If I have 3,000 of sales, I get 325 of commission. That's always the way these tables work. You don't have to do calculations, and that's really important. Don't spend time working it out. The table gives you that value of sales fits with that commission, that, and so on, all except the last point. So here we go, at 1250, I get 6250. So 1250, 1000, 1500, there's 1250. I get 6250, 200, 100, 50, 60, there. If you've got graph paper with all widths, lines all over, you'll find that works out neater than mine. I'm just doing this by eye. If you've got graph paper with lines, you'll be able to get a little bit more exact than I am on that. The next point, at 3000, we have 325. 3000, we have 300 will be there, 325 will be about there. 3000, 325. And the last point I get from my calculation over here, sales of 5,000, that's there, gives me commission of 925, 800, 900, 950, 925 is about there. So, okay. This would be easier if I had graph line paper in front of me. I'd be able to go straight up and straight across. Okay, once you've got your points, just join them all together. There we go, there's the graph. Important things to remember. You can put the bottom scale of these in because the question will tell you how far to draw your graph. So this one is 5,000, that'll be your graph, you'll be guided by the question. The side measure, or in this case the commission one, you don't know how much to put in there until you've done that calculation for the last point. So you must do that calculation first. Then you come with it. If you don't, you end up with these things and it doesn't quite fit your scale, it goes up too high and you make a mess of it all. Do the calculation first, then you've got the calculation, you can draw the scale, and then you plot the points. All of the points come from the table. You don't have to do calculations except for the last one. The last one, you have to do that little bit of work to get it. There we go, that's that.